Alright, I'm gonna get started right into the video to tell you guys on the title on how bullying actually has worked for me, on how I actually got used to it. I took bullying as a compliment as for anyone else because I used to always think about of people bullying me because on how I looked or because of my learning what was it called, difficulties as well. And I think it was mostly because of the learning difficulties, and I didn't look at it where they looked at me or got bullied. That was mostly it, really. But this is the reason why I'm going to tell you about this and why I'm making this video, because I know it's the motivational type of videos as well, but I want you guys to think on if you're actually getting bullied because of this sort of certain way and how other people bully you just for fun, then I would say number one, and I'm going to say it with confidence on this one, because if you are, please read my lips and just keep watching this video if you're anxious about it. But on how bullying actually worked for me is that half of the time I used to always go to school. I used to always go to school, meaning I didn't really care what people thought of me. Really, I actually didn't, because really enough, you're there for your education and do any of all of them things, really. I didn't really take it as in like, oh, other people can start messing me about and all this stuff. But other people that are bullying you, you should think to yourself that why are they bullying you? Like, why are they bullying you in the first place? Because you can think to yourself positively. I can't even get my words out. Like, in a positive state, you can either, either work out at home. It doesn't have to be a gym or nothing. It doesn't really have to be a gym. You can work out every single day for free. And I mean, if you're getting your meals like every single day, even if it's just one meal, you're having your breakfast, you're having your lunch, and then you've got your dinner as well. And as soon as you keep progressing within the months, the years, I don't know. I don't know on how you eat based on your, I don't know, based on your appearance, or I wouldn't say appearance, but it depends on your environment or your financial crisis issues. But most of the people aren't going to help you if you're crying. Well, mostly if you're in college. It's like college for me. It was really different. It weren't difficult for me, but I used to find school a lot harder than college over people bullying you because of your disability. If it's just because of your disability, you can't walk and you're in a wheelchair, then it's understandable. But when you've got to think of it, is that you can either use your advantage on talking politely. And when I mean by talking politely is that you don't give them the attention that they want. Like, it's the same with the people that don't have the disability, But you can always come towards them, well, go towards them, I mean, and always be polite. Just so it's because of that, them, like, they are trying to gain that attention, have that ego, right? That's because that's all they're doing now. Like, even if they're still doing it nowadays in 2026, I mean, really, I can't really explain it out because years and years ago it was completely different from my type of way. But you can always think of it like you can always take that compliment because they might be jealous of you. You never know. I always thought of things like, oh, they're bullying me because I have an extra chromosome. I take that as a compliment. I've always thought of that in my head. I couldn't give a shit. I entirely couldn't give a shit. Yeah, I know that I used to be that type of person where I didn't talk a lot back then, but if you're looking at this video and you used to be the same as me, you used to be the same as me, then really all I could say to you is that think positive. Don't think negative. Because if you think negative, right, that's where you go onto a downfall, and then them, I mean, from the bullies are going to win. But for you, you're there like your statue there, and you just don't know what you're doing. Like, so as soon as they win, they're just going to keep doing it every single time. But if you want to stop it, right, you can always be there every day, like every day. Doesn't matter if you're in college, it doesn't matter if you're in school. You can always, right, talk to them. But if they're not going to, like, if they're not going to talk to you back and just keep disrespecting you, then it's either way. If you don't have friends, then I would say, well, you can always love yourself. Really, that's all I got to say. You can always love yourself. You can always focus on 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 something that you want to do in the future. Really, but once you get one person or multiple people that think like, oh yeah, he's focusing on himself, let me actually drop down his ego, and then as soon as you start building up confidence, that's where it will get hard. Really, I know some other people can change, you know, within the years of me, like, well, now I'm in my 20s, but really things has changed so much. Like, you can get the others that can change, you can get the others that won't, right? It all depends on how they are, on how they are living, like, environmentally, if that's even a word. But I can always tell you, right, I can always tell you, don't be sad, don't be angry, don't be, like, emotional at all. Like, don't be emotional, just be yourself, be normal, right, be smiley. Or you can always act neutral and being like, oh, you can talk to other people, like, everyone's around you. It doesn't mean, like, you can look in the middle. Like, it doesn't mean you can look in the middle and not look at other people. Like you can do that. You can talk to them and say on how you're doing. You can always make a conversation with other people. But if they don't want to make conversation, that's it. If they don't want to be friends, that's it. But as soon as you start communicating with other people, they'll start backing you. They'll start backing you and they'll think you're the safest friend or the safest person, right? As soon as they start backing you, the bullies from that end, they're just gonna be they're just gonna be really jealous of you, no matter on how embarrassing you've done or whatever it was, right? Don't let that get to you. Don't let that get to you on how embarrassing it was to you. You can always find it funny. Really, you can always find it funny. No matter if it was entirely you that embarrassed yourself, you can always laugh. Really. You can always laugh. And as soon as you keep smiling, everything will become positive for you. Everything will. I know a lot of few people that have been bullied once, twice, third, fourth. And to be honest with you, I wasn't that type of person to back people up half of the time, because even if I did say something, even if I did hurt someone, I wasn't that type of person. I wasn't that type of person to even do that in the first place. Like, I mean, from now, I know how to respect myself, self-respect. Because if you don't have any of that self-respect in you, then completely, you're just a weak type of person, a very weak person. I mean, if you're there every single day and you just gotta tolerate that disrespect and be scared all the time, then it's just gonna keep carrying on. It's gonna keep into that loop every single day. And you want to say, and you always keep telling yourself that you want it to stop. And the only way for you to stop it completely, right, is to embarrass them. And when you need to embarrass them, right, you always laugh at them. Even if they laugh at you, laugh at them. Even if they go towards you and said something, even if it was threatening or what, they won't do any of that, because you're protected. Every single day that you're protected, you can always say that if they threaten you and if they actually did something towards you, it's self-defense. It's completely self-defense for you. Because I've done that once. I've pushed not a load of people, but I pushed the people that was trying to disrespect me. I've been pushed once, I've been pushed twice, so I did it to them. Even though it broke their ego so much. But this is why I talked about working out, but becoming a stronger you within the years. This is where you're going to get the respect that you are worshipping every single day of your life. And you can always say to yourself that you're impressed, like, I'm impressed. It was such an impressive way for you to gain that respect. Always. And then from there, it's no longer going to be a thing anymore for you. You know, as soon as you keep growing older, right, I know it's going to be really difficult, but when you're there and you're still focusing, you're still having that self-respect, all these other people will look at you and will say to you that you're completely different. You're completely different. You walk that like you don't care. You walk to your shops like you don't care. You buy something and you don't care. You talk to your local boss man, have a conversation with him, say your goodbyes, even if you see other people that you've noticed within years. You say hello to them, even if they were your bullies. You can always say hello to them. Always. You don't apologize, right? You keep that past. You can always keep that past back. Like don't let it get to your head. Because that's what's gonna bring it, like, every single time when you continue it. Even if you talk to them about it, they might have not changed from there. They might just look at you and being like, he still remembers, so I'm still gonna be doing it. And I've done that before once, and I know not to do it twice. Because I knew that it would, you know, get to me every single time. But that's the reason why I'm trying to make this video, for you to keep self-improving yourself, to always focus, to always be disciplined. And if you're not disciplined, and if you're not focused, then you're completely down. You're completely into your downfall. Because no one else is gonna hurt. Like, why am I saying hurt? Because no one isn't going to look down to you and being like, I respect him. If you're at your highest, you're completely going to be respected. I know I'm stuttering way too much on this, but that's just me, and I've said that in another video. I couldn't care less on what other people think of me, just because on how I'm stuttering this much. I couldn't give a total shit. So really, this is all I have to say, but you have to take this seriously. You really have to take this seriously. And when I mean serious, I mean don't focus on them. Don't focus on the bullies. Focus on you. And that's what I have to say. So if you enjoyed this video, if it's helped you, you can always pop it a like. And if it hasn't helped you, you can always pop it a dislike. Or you can always subscribe to this channel. Because no matter what, right? No matter what, I'm going to try and make these videos for you to motivate yourself. I don't care on the views. I don't care on the subscribers. I care because I want people to always be like improved, like improving themselves. So yeah, peace.